Hey, alumni, it's time to get fired up and do another NHCC Alumni Coffee Break. Today, I have the pleasure of visiting with Carol LaFleur. She graduated in 2011. And Carol, gosh, when I think of you, my head and memory just swells with all the amazing things you did on campus. You were such a big presence in student life. You were the president of the Student Volunteer Club. You were so engaged at so many levels, doing so many great things to help our students succeed. You were one of the alumni that I can remember that was most invested in people's futures, in people's success, and it's just a pleasure to be able to catch up again here with you and visit with you on the coffee break.
Well, thank you, Troy. It's an honor to be here and a privilege. Being involved with all those organizations helped shape me to become who I am today. Our successes come from the successes we endure while we're on campus. So being involved with all the organizations, I gained knowledge and information as well as networks for my future. And the diversity on our campus has allowed me to have great relationships from many different cultural backgrounds and allowed me to do the work that I do today.
Absolutely. And Carol, tell us a little bit about the job that you have now.
I am a community outreach for Metro Transit Police Department. I also work on the homeless action team, and I'm our American Indian liaison as well.
Wonderful.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, and you partner with one of our other alums, Officer Beverly Rodriguez, and you had, yes, and so you two are working together.
It's ironic because when I talk about being involved on campus and engaging and getting to know people, when Beverly first came to Metro Transit Police Department, I think it was a year ago, she was in a training class and she goes, I remember you, you came and spoke to our class. And now she works in the homeless action team with me. So it's pretty awesome. And those are those relationships and that networking that's so important, and it builds your future.
Absolutely. And you had said just prior to this interview, before we started our interview, that engagement and diversity are so important in networking. And I think you had some words of wisdom around those three areas.
First of all, who's ever watching this, and I hope it's current students, past students, but also students thinking about coming to North Hennepin, be involved on campus. Being involved helps you engage, helps your successes be higher. You might be successful in one area, people be successful in another. You come together and you grow as a team. And then that leads to your future. So like out in the public eye now, there's people that graduated with me that do different things. So I have people who work in the legislature, people who work in many organizations. So my network growth is huge from the impact I had on that campus. So again, when you register for classes, register to be involved, be in the campus center, get to know people, make friends. But the diversity is so rich at North Hennepin. Oh my goodness. Bethany Waldron, you know, and individuals such as those. That being said, I mean, I was honored at North Hennepin when I was getting an award where one of our Liberian organizations gifted me with a gown to wear for an award ceremony, and I did wear that. And I learned more about the culture from being at North Hennepin, of which I had known nothing about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and you're right. The campus is so diverse, and it's just an amazing place to be able to experience all of the different cultures and all of the different approaches to kind of solving life's problems, right? And as a community, we get together, and you and Beverly particularly personify that in the work that you're doing now. And I'm just so immensely proud of both of you and the work you do.
I'm excited because we get to work with our homeless population, and you know, we don't pass judgment. We understand the situation. We get to build relationships. We get to network with them. We get to help get them housed. And then along the line, because I've done multiple things at Metropolitan Council under Metro Transit Police, I'm also able to work with individuals on job opportunities. So we've done full round services. So again, none of that would not have been possible, to be honest, without the start at North Hennepin. Because when I started at North Hennepin, I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk on my own. And the relationships I built there helped me become who I am. I started walking. I started going forward. I started stepping up for other people. And I forgot about my insecurities and gained securities from what people gave me there. And I cannot say enough for the professors. and I will not name just one because they're responsible.
Yes.
But the TRIO program was a huge part of my success as well. But again, the organization's TRIO, Phi Theta Kappa, being involved helped me become who I am today. And to be the success, I never thought in a million years that I would work in law enforcement and do what I am doing. And I'm so honored. But it was because North Hennepin called me to let me know they were doing an internship for the Urban Scholar for Metropolitan Council. I went back and applied for it. It was 5 years from the day it was 1 year from the day I graduated from my other college. I applied, and that's how I ended up where I am. That's another thing. Internships. We have them at Metropolitan Council. That's how I started here as an urban scholar. So I also bring them back to North Hennepin. So I do come and talk about them. And I
Yes.
present those programming, but do them as well.
Yeah, and you are so giving of your time, Carol, and you've invested so much in North Hennepin. I know I see you on the campus and see you very involved with our leaders still, and we're very, very lucky because you make a huge difference in everything you do every single day. And I know you and I could talk a long, long time, but of course, our coffee breaks are just brief snapshots. But we've been doing a lot of part twos. I would love to do a part two with you coming up, maybe here in the future. Let's do that for sure. I think our audience would enjoy hearing more about your position and the difference that you're making out in our community. And thank you.
And thank you. And like I said, let me go not leave without saying thanks to everyone at North Hennepin and their support, because I wouldn't be here today without them. My life was going down a different path, but now my life's on a path of employment, which has changed the trajectory for my whole family. So thank you all, and you have a good day.
And that's a perfect way of setting that up, Carol, because as you know, the coffee break is leaning toward interviewing retirees and other people at the campus. So what a wonderful way to introduce that. We'll be looking to do those on Thursdays every week, right here on the Alumni of NHCC Facebook page. My thanks to Carol LaFleur for joining us today. Carol, what a pleasure, and just keep up the phenomenal work that you're doing.
Thank you.